G'day guys, this is Lord Tomo here again with another Sonic the Hedgehog item review. As we all know, this little blue guy, Sonic the Hedgehog, who's currently holding one of my boxing gloves, as you can probably tell. So look, we'll put this little blue guy aside and see if we can get him a better feel of these and get to the actual review. Now, the review that I'm about to get is one of the interesting items that I have, in the sense that it's not something I really like collecting, but it's something that I have anyway, simply because it's, well, just something that I wanted to get for a while, I suppose. It's a Sonic, I'll bring it as close as possible, a Sonic Adventure pin set. Now, it doesn't actually make clear on who actually, I guess, who actually made this, but yeah, it's pretty interesting nonetheless. Now, as you already know, one of the most better games that's been released from the Sonic, well, from the past anyway, one of the better games that was actually released is Sonic Adventure. It was one of the games that I thoroughly enjoyed myself, so I was actually quite excited to actually get this item, simply because it was one of those items where I was just like, why not have it, you know. I'm not much of a pin collector, to be honest. I know there's a bunch of pin collectors out there and whatnot. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't know why. It's just, I see it, I'm just like, that's my reaction for most things. Anyway, so we'll get to the actual review and go from there. So look, I'll open this up just to show you everything that's meant to come inside. Easy does it. Awesome. So the actual item, before we get to the actual item, of course, we'll get to the little, I like to call this a disclaimer. I'll bring it as close as possible. It basically just tells you how more or less to take the pins out and whatnot and all the fun stuff. It's got some other stuff. I'm not too sure if that's Japanese or Taiwanese or whatever, but it is this. It is there anyway. Now the back of this packaging, it's pretty straightforward. Now it does have this little sticker. So it's copyrighted Sega 1998, as you already know. So I'm going to assume, for argumental sakes, this was more or less released in 1998. It could be not, it could be, I'm not too sure. I'm going to just assume it's 1998. Now, as I mentioned, this is from Taiwan, or created in Taiwan, so I'll just show you that. Okay, that's a pretty bad view, but hey, it's there. So yeah, as I mentioned, this was more or less manufactured in Taiwan. As to where it was released, I've never seen this in Australia, so I can't really say for sure. It could be released in Japan exclusively, or the US, or even one of those Asian markets. So it's there, I suppose. Now, I will open this up just to show you the insides and outs. Now, just before we get to the inside, I do like the actual display case of this, how you have the actual, well, I'll show you first, how you actually have the logo Sonic Adventure centered in the middle, and all the pins are surrounded around it, which I find that pretty, you know, nice, pretty cool. Now the back is pretty much just bland, there's nothing too special there. So this is the actual pin set itself. Now I will take it out just to show you. Now this is the actual inside. There's nothing really too special about that as well, so can't really speak much of it. Now this is the actual pin set. As we all know, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails, Miles Prowl, also refers to as just Tail, Amy Rose, or modern Amy Rose. We have Knuckles the Echidna, Big the Cat, Dr. Robotnik, also known as later ones as Dr. Eggman, and if I'm not mistaken, E102. Pretty sure it's E102. So that's that. Now, I will tell you, it does look pretty fancy, the actual casing where it's actually held, but to be honest, it is a cheap plastic. It's really, doesn't really have much hold onto it. Now at the back, it's just, as you can probably tell, as I mentioned, it is plastic. It is held by the actual pin, so you can't put it on yourself or any, I guess, accessories that you like to put it in. So that's that, which, it's a nice pin set. I just bought it for display purposes. Like I said, I'm not much of a pin collector myself. I know there are people out there who like pins. I don't know, I just simply can't get into it. Even if I'm a big Sonic fan, as you probably can tell based on the channel, but I'm just not much of a pin collector for whatever reason. Nothing against it, just not a fan. So, as we all know, this is the actual set. Now, what's meant to come actually within it? It's obviously the pin. We have the paper wrap in there, and we have this little disclaimer. That's pretty much crucial. It's, I guess it's needed, wanted, if you want the full collection of sorts. Now, How much did I get this for? Yes, the legendary price. I got this for roughly about 120. It is pricey. It's really, really pricey. I've seen it go up a little more. I've seen, lowest I've ever seen this will probably be $100. Now I find that quite weird because, you know, me personally, I've never thought pink collectors would ever, I guess, skyrocket this. But hey, it's there. I finally got one. I did see it pop up every now and then, and I was thinking if I should buy it or not. I was kind of prioritizing things. I purchased a few, you know, stuff throughout my life. Obviously, I've got my motorbike, so I got, you know, trading in there, and also got work, and also got things to pay off, like my apartment and whatnot. And I was like, oh, should I get it? Do I really want it? I saw it on eBay, and I was like, yeah, might as well. It haunts me. It's a sign. Everything's a sign these days. So this was a sign for me. I was like, yeah, let's just get it. No, I know other people have it, collectors. You know, can't be really a collector if I don't have the collector's pin set, which I did. Woo! Look at the rock and roll. So that's that. Now that's the actual pricing itself. Now in terms of rarity, as I mentioned, they do pop up, but interestingly enough, they come in various conditions. Once I've seen it just like this, nothing more. Once I've actually just seen in pins and not the actual box, which I kind of begs the question, why would you actually get it? I don't know. Sometimes I saw it with this little disclaimer in the box, and ironically enough, most times I did not see it with the plastic sleeve. I do find this to be to an extent a crucial part of the actual collection, simply because it's got a little logo. It tells you where it's manufactured. You know, if you're a standalone collector and you just purchase this without it, I kind of feel like you're kind of gypping yourself, simply because, say, I don't know, you hit against the wall or something like that, and you get up, you know, Alzheimer's or whatever, and you think, okay, well, why can't, you know, obviously I get it, you know, or when was it actually manufactured? Well, how would you know? You know what I mean? So that's that. Now, in terms of price, as I mentioned, it is roughly about $120. It is pricey, but look, I think it's worth it. You know, it convinced me to get it, and I'm not even to pins, so I got it. I'm trying to get the best reflection. Oh, there's my webcam. Reflection, my webcam, and then my motorbike keys for all you people that are doubters. So that's that. So yeah, that's the actual pricing. Now, in terms of rarity, it really comes down to a few things, in my opinion. Obviously, the collector that you are, and obviously how much you're willing to spend, and also the sort of condition you more or less want this. I'll probably hit this around the ballpark figure of roughly 6 out of 10 stars. Simply because of the pricing, but more or less its commonality. What I mean about that, it's common to an extent, but rare in terms of how hard you want to be a collector about things. What I mean by that, of course, is if you just want the item, knock yourself out, get the cheapest price and just buy it. If you want to get it all in its entirety, as you can imagine, will be harder to find, and the price will skyrocket as more. 6 stars out of 10. I think that should be suffice. It's obviously, if you have different opinion, by all means let me know. I'm all about getting people's opinion in that sense. Anyway, guys, I thank you for watching another video of Sonic the Hedgehog items. Leave me comments, feedback as to what you might want, and I'll be more than happy to review it. Anyway, guys, take it easy.